Since 1954, Terrebonne General has been a beacon of health and hope in our community. As we mark 7 decades of dedication to your well-being, Terrebonne General Health System remains committed to advancing healthcare, improving lives, and expanding our services to meet your evolving needs. In celebrating our past, we look forward to a future filled with promise and progress. Your health is our legacy. To discover more, visit tghealthsystem.com.
All right, the other day we had Buddy McNabb on, and we were talking about all these award winners at the CASA banquet. Well, guess what? They're here, and they're on the set. And we'll show you the wide shot, and I mean the wide shot because they stretch from left to right. Reese Prevost, the CASA board president. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Martin.
All right, and then we have Lanny Tarr. Is it Tarr, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Rookie of the year. I can't wait to hear about all these. Monique Dean is the angel of the year. Of course, Tim Stevens, everybody knows Tim. He's the board member of the year. So, Reese, let me start with you as the CASA board president. What's some of your duties?
Yeah, so being part of the board, our job is to oversee the financials and of CASA of Terrebonne. Also help with fundraising and bringing awareness in the community about CASA of Terrebonne and the need for more advocates. So it's a very rewarding job being on the board, being a board president. It's been a great experience as well. Just trying to lead the organization. We have a great board. Some of the board members and even our staff says it's been the greatest board that they've seen in many of years. So, but we have fun at it, all in a great cause and helping the kids within Terrebonne Parish.
Yeah, and it's such an important part of the parish, and a lot of people, I'm surprised at how many people just hear about it, but then when they catch on, they go, wow.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, and when you get to people's they get the wow factors when you tell them how many kids in Terrebonne Parish are in foster care, and it's over 250 kids in foster care right here in this parish. And we currently have 50 advocates, and we support about 74 of those kids through the court system. So, you know, the advocates, they're volunteers that basically are voice for the kids when they're in foster care and looking out for the best interests of them, from infants to 18 years old. So,
yeah, and why did you get involved?
My story goes back as a newly married couple trying to have kids. We hit some bumps in the roads and we went the adoption route and ended up adopting my first child. And lo and behold, God granted us our second child, so they're actually 7 months apart. But my oldest daughter, we adopted through DCFS, and at the time we had a CASA on our case. And then I just kind of always gave back with the Corville Foundation to the Crawfish Ball. Mm-hmm. And then a couple of years ago, our board president, Marty Majewski, said, hey, I got a spot on the board. Why don't you come join us? So it's been a fun ride.
You know what you said? I remember your story.
Yeah.
It's all coming vivid again.
Yep.
We do so many interviews up here. Sometimes you hear a story and you put it in some file and then somebody says it again and you go, I remember that story.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's a great story. And we're glad you're involved.
Thank you.
For sure.
Enjoy it.
All right, Lanny, who's the rookie of the year. I keep thinking of like quarterback, the rookie of the year. So you're the rookie of the year. So what made you rookie of the year?
I guess because I was an advocate under 18 months. I just started less than 18 months ago.
Okay. And what was it like? And well, let me ask you first of all, why did you get involved?
I've always wanted to do it and just finally took the step and went ahead and did the classes. I have to do, you have to do classes. Mm-hmm. And just finally just did it. My kids are grown. My youngest is in college. And so it was just my turn.
So were you like having an empty nest situation where you said, well, now's my time to move? Or what
kind of. I graduated. I was doing junior auxiliary, finished with that. And then CASA was my next.
So you need a project.
Yes.
Yeah, you're one of those project ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, we glad you're a project person.
Thank you.
That means a lot. So what did it feel like when you were named Rookie of the Year?
I was completely surprised. I guess they had told my family 2 months ago. So my family kept it from me for 2 months, which is unheard of. Anyway, when they announced it, I was completely floored. completely.
So the bigger deal was
So
your
honored.
family didn't leak it for 2 months.
No, I can't believe it. I can't. Maybe they only told my daughter. I don't know, but yeah, I was completely surprised.
But it's
Very
nice that
honored.
they recognize you.
Yeah, very.
Then we surprised her with her family there at the award banquet too. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah, they came
fantastic.
running in the door when I didn't even know they were there.
All right, we're going to start off with Monique Dean, Angel of the, we'll start the conversation with her. We may have to go to a break, but we'll come back for the second segment. But Angel of the Year, that has good connotation to it.
It has amazing connotation to it. Yeah.
Yeah, so first of all, tell us a little bit about your story and then tell us about when they called your name.
So my story is that I wanted to be involved with CASA and become a CASA worker, but I cannot due to guidelines in my history. I am a recovering addict. I am in recovery, and I've also had a case, and I had a CASA worker. So that's the reason I actually cannot become a CASA worker. But they bring me in after the advocates who come in and take the classes, and I get to tell my story, which gives the advocates the other side of the story. Because a CASA worker deals with being there for the children, the voice for the child who's being taken away, right? And I come in and give them the other side of the story, which
Yeah.
is usually the parent side of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's important for them to sort of hear it full circle, huh?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you never know who's going to make it.
That's true.
Never know.
And it's sort of a reality talk, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's my reality for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. But what did it make you feel like when you wanted it? Did it give you some really that your purpose was sort of sewn in?
Oh my God. Yeah. I was planning to leave the event 2 minutes before they called my name. I felt so uncomfortable.
So you're one of those. Huh?
I did. Well, not typically so I do a lot of work with recovering addicts. I help a lot of other recovering addicts, and that's my comfort zone, right? So doing work for CASA is totally different to me because I'm talking to other people who have not experienced that side of life, right? Or wanting to help people who experience that side of life. So I feel a little bit like an outsider in the event that they were doing because I thought they were just giving awards to CASA workers.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, it was mind-blowing to me. It definitely was a testament to what my life is today.
Oh, fantastic. Let's do this. We'll take a break. We saved Tim for the other side of the break. And we'll take a break. We'll come back and talk to Tim Stevens, and we'll talk a little bit more with the group up here. Very well deserving. They do so much in the community. And Buddy sort of set the tone the other day when I had him up here. And he started mentioning all these names. And I said, wait, Buddy, where's all these people? And so we decided to get them on the program. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality. All right, we're back and we're talking with some of the CASA board presidents, rookies of the year, angel of the year, and we now get to the board member of the year. And Tim Stevens, a very successful business person here in the area, was board member of the year, first of all. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so what's your story, Tim? We all know you in the community for different things, but
Yeah.
how'd you get involved?
Well, I'm on several boards around town. Most of them, would be like a Mardi Gras board or at the local school of my kids. So when the opportunity came up to join this, I saw it as a way to give back to the community. I didn't know a whole lot about it, like everybody else. But once you start to dig into it and realize what all these people do, I mean, the board, we're there to advocate, get the word out, raise funds, but really it's the advocates that, make the difference, and the staff. So, they graciously allowed me to join, and fairly new. I think this is my third year. So been trying to raise the money and put in the work to get the word out.
You mentioned other boards that you're on. Mardi Gras is a fun board.
Sure.
Although it can get unfun being on the board. I've been there before.
That's right.
But it's still fun. The end result is fun. Being on a school board is you want to build facilities. You want to do different things.
That's right.
This board, you're talking about people's lives.
That's right.
That's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the most important factor of its children that don't have a voice, that, maybe most people won't listen to. And that's what the advocates are there to do, is listen to the child, report it to the courts, have it on record, to give the kid a voice. You have an adult that is also making a difference in the kid's life, but also letting the courts know this is what's going on. It's an important piece to the puzzle that I think a lot of people, it goes unnoticed, and I guess that's how it should be, right? The inner workings should go unnoticed, but everybody needs to know about it to help.
There's no doubt. And that's why I think we want to bring you all on, and I want to turn to Reese again. A lot of people would probably want to get involved with this because, much like Lanny, they're sitting thinking about what's my new project. And a lot of people want to have a project and they die and have a project, but this is one of those projects that is so rewarding. But how can people get involved?
So you can go online to CASAterrebonne.com. You can apply on there to be an advocate, sign up. We actually have a class starting January 14th of 2025. It's a 5-week training at our CASA office here. And once you get through the training, you get sworn in with the courts. Most advocates say they spend probably 6 to 8 hours a month on managing their case. So I'd say the biggest burden of it all is the training on the front end. But month to month, the commitment, it's not a lot of time out your day to be an advocate. So.
And Lanny, I imagine when you're dealing with the courts and different things, that could probably be a little unnerving at first, but then once you get past and you realize that the judges are pretty nice and everything else, it sort of works itself out, doesn't it?
The judges in Terrebonne are awesome. They had a round table with us, and so we got to meet them all, see all their personalities. They're all very, very good people.
And they all have such colorful personality. Yeah. You see the judge behind you when you go cover news stories, and of course I know them. I grew up with most of them, but they're also colorful. So when you get to meet them as a person, you're going,
yeah, it was different.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So let me go back to the Angel of the Year. So Monique, you just encouraging people to get involved. What would you tell them?
To not think of the limits, to try no matter what. Ask, where can I fit in? If I can't do this, then what else can I do? To not just have limitations on yourself for any part of life, honestly, because if I limited myself to the initial no, then, oh my God, so much. This is very rewarding. So I did not limit myself. No was not enough, and continue to ask questions past no. That's what I would tell people.
Tim, we'll let you close.
Involved.
Yeah, with about a minute left. People want to give money.
That's right.
How can they do it?
On the website itself, you can go there. You can stop by the office. There's a lot of what you don't even have to give money if you want to volunteer your time, not to be an advocate, but all of our fundraising efforts. We're always looking for help here and there. Warm bodies to sell raffle tickets or whatever. There's multiple ways to get involved without actually being an advocate, and it's all rewarding because the money goes to towards the CASA and
Toy drive.
Yep. Oh, and we have the toy drive right now going on.
All right. I want to thank y'all for coming, and thank Buddy for organizing it and getting this so perfectly organized for us. I like to pick on Buddy.
Yeah, he did a good job, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. So,
Everybody likes to pick on Buddy.
thank y'all so much, and congratulations on the awards and everything. And thank y'all. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with a lot more right here on Bayou Time. Don't go away. Social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bork, know your rights.